The grass whispered softly and tiny lights began to rise. In the distance, the stream started to glow. Vivi stepped closer, quiet as a little breeze. She parted the branches and saw the golden glow. A tiny golden boat danced upon the water. It spun and shimmered as if it knew a secret song. Vivi reached out very, very slowly, and when she touched the boat, light flowed across the shore. The little boat began to grow, unfolding like a gentle dream. It became something new and quietly waited for Vivi. The little boat drifted away, carrying Vivi into the night. Beside her, Mirko reached out, chasing a tiny glowing fish. They drifted beneath soft whispering tree, their branches brushing lightly past. Golden dust fell like tiny dreams, and Vivi reached out to catch it. From the sky, tiny stars began to fall. They melted into the water below and rose again as glowing bubbles of light. Soft glowing wings drifted close, and Mirko watched very carefully. But when one landed on his nose, he gave a tiny sneeze. Ahead of them, the water climbed into the sky. The little boat followed its path, rising softly through the mist toward the clouds above. The boat came to rest on a shore made of clouds. When Vivi stepped down, it felt soft as cotton beneath her feet. Vivi moved softly through the flowers and made the gentlest sound. One by one, they opened slowly, glowing from within. A soft wind began to move, lifting petals into the air. And slowly, Vivi rose with them, floating in a quiet, gentle dance. She found a flower shaped like a cup and tipped it gently. Soft silver light flowed out, like liquid moonlight in her hands. The island began to hum in one soft, steady rhythm. Vivi leaned close to Mirko as sleep quietly found them both. The little boat began to rise higher and higher into the sky. Below them, the world grew soft and slowly disappeared into the mist. Soft little clouds appeared, like tiny floating sheep. Vivi reached out to touch them, but they slipped through her fingers like mist. A soft wind began to move, lifting light as feathers into the air. And slowly, Vivi rose with it, turning gently in a quiet, dreamy dance. A tiny cloud settled beside them, and Mirko watched it closely. But each time he touched it, it turned to little stars and came back again. The cloud held them gently, but rocking them up and down. Vivi leaned her head as sleep quietly found her again. Ahead of them, a castle appeared, not made of stone, but of light. It floated quietly in the sky, wrapped in rings of golden stars. The boat came to rest before a quiet, waiting book. Vivi stepped closer and gently opened its glowing pages. From the open book, a little light found its way to her hand, and as she moved it gently, new dreams began to glow. A quiet clock moved slowly, marking time in dreams. With every gentle tick, soft clouds drifted into the air. Above them, the sky opened wide, and golden light began to fall, soft as a blanket of dreams, wrapping everything in quiet warmth. The little boat drifted away, leaving the castle behind. Ahead, a smiling moon waited, close enough to almost touch. She lowered a line of light into the quiet sky below, and soon a tiny star found her, glowing softly in her arms. They drifted into the falling light, soft as silk in the sky. It wrapped around them gently, like a quiet, glowing dream. Vivi let out a quiet yawn, and soon the whole sky followed. Even the moon and the stars grew sleepy too. And slowly, the little boat softened, becoming a cloud of dreams. It carried Vivi home, where sleep was already waiting. The little cloud drifted on into a quiet forest tunnel. Soft, glowing branches lit the way as everything grew calm and still. From the trees, little lights appeared, soft and round, like tiny glowing friends. They drifted gently around her as she watched with sleepy eyes. They drifted past quiet sleepers, curled softly in the glow, each breath slow and gentle, like the forest itself was dreaming. A gentle rain of light fell, soft and quiet in the dark. The little cloud drifted through without waking her at all. At the end of the quiet path, a gentle door of stars appeared, and softly, without a sound, the little cloud drifted through. The little cloud drifted closer to a warm and quiet window, and softly, without a sound, it carried her inside. The soft cloud settled down and slowly became her bed. Pillows formed, and a blanket of light wrapped her in quiet warmth. A quiet step, and someone came close. A soft kiss on her forehead, and a little sparkle of love settled into her dreams. Mircho curled up close, soft and warm at her feet. With gentle paws, he made a quiet rhythm, like a lullaby just for her. And as the story came to rest, the light grew soft and low. The room fell quiet, and the night held her close. The light in her window faded, soft and slow into the night. Only the moon stayed awake, watching over her dreams.